Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do some fitting corrections on this halter top. So right off the bat, something I did was my fabric originally was like in this random colors. I just changed it to be the textured surface, I believe. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then underneath it, we have some different garment fit maps as well. You can hover over them, see what they are. Hover over this first one is a stress map. I don't think there's a lot of stress. I think it's actually too big. The next one is a strain map, and then the third one is a fit map. I'm just gonna use the fit map one, and the other one has pressure points. It was the last one. So anyways, and so there we go. Oops, I turned it off. Let me turn it back on. Okay, so so this is gonna help me just see if it's like too big in certain spots and whatnot. And right away, you can kind of see some shading here. So I know it's going to be a little bit big. I can even see it kind of falling off here if I kind of go. It's definitely too big around the side there. It's definitely too big on her back. Oh my gosh, her arms are huge. So we just need to fit it so it just fits her a little bit better. So you're going to want to refer to our textbook, chapter 9. Read the whole chapter. There's so much information about it. I'm just going to kind of briefly highlight the things that I think are the most important part for this particular design. It's definitely worth reading the whole thing. So here we go. We definitely are going to have some gaping and looseness around the armhole and the neck. So that's something we need to fix. The chapter, they have this like template to kind of help you with it. So let's see here. So the first one, they're saying, oh, if you have a cutout neckline, you're probably going to have to take it in a little bit at the neckline. So they have this like tool they use to kind of mark this like guideline, and it's like the widest part at that guideline. And so you're basically going to like pinch that away, if you will, like take it out. And if you read the chapter, they kind of explain more how to do this with a paper pattern. But since we're on Clo, what we're going to do, we're going to put in some internal lines and we'll cut it. And then we're going to just merge it together. So we're not going to sew it together like a dart. We're just going to merge it together. And when we merge it together, it's going to change the angle of our side seam, and then it'll also make the opening like a little bit smaller as well. So we're definitely going to do this technique at the top, at the neckline. And we go down to the next one. They have guideline 2. If you cut out the armholes, and I did cut out the armhole. So same like thinking, same technique as far as like we're just kind of pinching out a little bit on that like contour line that they identified. So we're just gonna honestly put in some internal lines and cut it out. So they have a system to figure out how much you should be pinching out. So if you want to read along and follow it, go ahead, but we're on 3D software, so honestly we can kind of eyeball it. I can even mark on my 3D girl and it'll show me where it is on the 2D, and I can just make the change and see if it works. And if it doesn't, I can hit edit undo and just kind of like play around with it, just because it's so neat that you get to see it sewn up right away. So that's the technique that I'm gonna go ahead and use. Let's see if there's something else I should kind of cover. Anyways, okay. If you really want it to fit super well, you're gonna find out that your dart underneath the bust can't be 2 straight legs. It's gonna have to have a curve. So, I mean, that's just a decision. You can decide how form-fitting you want it. So I think this picture is really interesting. This reminds me of when I taught beginning pattern drafting. Some of the students were trying so hard to get the sloper that we drafted to not have ease and to fit perfectly. And when they were done, they noticed that their dart legs like were curvy. And so so it's interesting. They kind of fell upon this before even learning about contouring. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting. So, but you can leave the straight dart legs. You don't have to get it that contoured. I think we really should focus more on the neck opening and the armhole. But anyways, this whole chapter has lots of great information. So just get a chance to kind of read it all. They have some other design challenges too, if you want to take. Oh, here, this is basically what we're doing, this design challenge. Oh yeah, one last one I forgot is taking out excess from the top shoulder seam and your side seams. That's actually another technique. And they kind of call that out more for the back. I know I went over it so fast right here. Here we go. They have the shoulder slope and side ease. So this is just another place that we can take out fullness to you know, have a better fit around the contour of the body. So, okay, so those are all the techniques I'm gonna try. Let's see if I'm successful, right? Okie dokie. Okay, so let's see here. Where should I start? I mean, obviously the shoulder's a problem, mostly in the back. I kind of like where the shoulder seam falls on her shoulder. I don't really mind it with the front, but the back's kind of a nightmare. So I guess I could click and drag and kind of pull it. And then I don't know if that's enough to take out. I'm probably going to take out more, but I'm curious where I pulled on my back pattern piece. So I'm going to come over here. Oh, is it still selected? Oh, dang. Hold on, let me try it again. Like, what if I took, that's a lot, right? I kind of want to try that. That's an awful lot, but I do remember, let's see here, that I think it was 1.5 inches is how wide, no, 2.5 inches. Okay. So if I want to chop it off right here, I think what I want to do, I'm going to right click this guy and I'm going to offset an internal line. More than that. So how much was 2 inches? I guess about there. I'm kind of eyeballing it. Only because I'm on the 3D software. I don't really have much to lose if I get it wrong. I can just hit edit undo. I should also bring this up as well. There is this cool history tab. And if you're at a good place and you just want to explore a little bit, if you hit 3D state, this teeny tiny little button, click that. It'll save this 3D state for you so you can kind of get crazy and do some exploration. So you can even name it. Oh, cancel. Okay, I'm gonna see. There we go. Rename. I had to right click for me to rename it. I can call this 3D state, you know, pre-fit, whatever you want to call it. So that way, if I do make some changes and it's like a mess, I can just go back here in my history, and so I don't have to hit edit undo like 20 times. I can just click this one time. It's worth pointing out though, when you close your file, the history is deleted. It doesn't save as part of your file. So it only works while you're working in it. So that's really handy, I would say. Okay, where did my internal line go? Seriously, let's try this again. Am I on the right side? Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I must have accidentally hit it. I'm going to edit undo a couple times. Did I do something wrong? Okay, maybe I didn't. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well anyways, I'm going to merge these two. I thought they were merged. Sorry. Oops, right click and merge. Okay. And then why does it look? I feel like something weird happened. I'm going to hit spacebar. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did something wrong there with the history, trying to demo you guys the history. So I'm going back. I know I did this in the other video, but I had this weird sew line. I just have to delete it. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, back to where I was. I'm going to go ahead and fix this shoulder. I'm going to hit spacebar to get it out of simulation mode. And I'm going to hit the letter Z. I'm going to select the shoulder and I'm going to offset it. Offset as internal line, 2 inches. Okay. Okay, so I have an internal line there. I'm going to right click and I'm going to just cut it. Okay. I'm going to hit the letter A. I'm going to pick this pattern piece. I'm just going to delete it. Okay, this needs to be 2.5 inches. I'm going to hit the letter Z, click it. It's not, it's 2.7. So I'm going to right click. We're going to change the length to 2.5. I think I want to change the length not at the armhole. So I'm going to change it from start and I'm going to pick end. See how it changes it? Okay. Now I want to sew those two together. I'm going to hit the sewing tool. Okay, so that guy's sewn to nothing. And then what about this guy? Are you sewn to anything? No. Okay, that's easy. Then I will go to our segment sewing tool. I guess I'll click you close to the armhole. And I'm going to click you with the tab close to the armhole so it's not twisted. Okay, that's one fit correction. Let's see here. Now, it looks like now there's going to be gaping on this side. If that's the case, I'm going to want to take a little bit out at the armhole, kind of like those contouring models in the textbook. So I probably should simulate. Okay. Let's zoom in. What do you guys think? Is there gaping or no? Not that bad. It's not red or anything. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to do it, actually. Her armhole is pretty high, though. Maybe I should drop the armhole, and when I drop the armhole, maybe there is just a little bit of gaping. Not too bad. Let me make sure it's on her right. I'm going to pull it down a little. Okay. Oh, kind of went right back up. So I guess I could drop the armhole if I wanted. So let's see what's going on with our side seam. I'm going to hit the letter Z. I don't need this point. I'm just going to delete that point. Okay, so you are getting sewn. You are 8.5 inches, and you should be getting sewn to this guy. I'm going to delete that. Are you also 8.5? Let's double check. It is. Okay, let's change the length. Let's drop it 1/2 inch. So I'm going to change it to be 8 inches. So I'm going to right click, change length. I'm just going to type in 8. It's dropping the armhole, so it's going the right direction. So I'm going to go ahead and say okay. And you need to do that to the other side. Right click, change length. 8. Oops, I don't want it to change from the bottom. So I'm going to use the drop down menu from the direction menu and choose end. There we are. And I'll say okay. Hit spacebar. Okay. Is that enough? Should I drop it more? Gosh, it's really hiking. I'm going to drop it down another 1/2 inch. Here we go. So right click, change length. 7.5. I have to change the direction to end. Okay. Let's try the other side. Select it, right click, change length, 7.5. And that's going the correct direction. Spacebar. Okay. Just kind of playing around a little. Okay, so I do think there is a little bit of gaping. Do you guys see it right here coming at the armhole? I'm just gonna click it one time. Do you see there it is right here? I don't really like it. So I'll hit spacebar, just kind of stop, and then I'm just gonna draw some eternal lines. I think it's the keyboard shortcut G. And maybe I'll just click here. You know, I'm going to her bust point there, which is gonna be a little bit above the dart. And here. And then I'll hit return to stop. I'm going to select that. I guess it already is selected, so I'm going to right click it. I changed the tool though to the letter Z, my selection tool. And I'm just going to say extend, trim, and add point to the pattern outline. It's something I've just really gotten the habit of. Okay. And then now I want to cut it. So I have to select it again. Again, I'm in the Z tool, letter Z. I'm going to hold shift to both lines, and I'm going to right click. And I'm just going to say cut. I'm going to hit the letter A so I can select the little sliver. There it is. Command Z. Come here, little guy. You're hiding underneath the big line. There he is. I'm just going to delete him. I don't need him. And then I want to merge that together. Can I do it? Letter Z. Select, hold shift, select the other one, right click. It's not letting me merge it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to probably cut it all the way to the dart, and I think it'll let me if I do that. So let's see here. I might just move this point. I'm going to the letter Z, click and drag. I don't think it's going to let me do it right on top. Okay. I'm going to hit the internal line, G, click, click, return. Okay, now I'm going to hit the letter Z. That thing is selected, so I can right click and just say cut. Hey, it did it. Okay, great. So because he's cut, now I should be able to merge this guy shut. So I'm going to select this guy, hold shift, select the other one, right click, and merge. Okay, is that going to take out my gaping? Hit spacebar. It is a little tighter. Okay. It's a little big around her waist, but maybe that's okay having ease there. I'm really trying to worry about the neckline and armhole right now. Okay. I mean, another thing I could have done was take out a little bit from the top armhole. That would also kind of pull up her strap. That's just kind of like by moving like this point down a little bit and getting rid of that. don't know. But let's go ahead and worry about the front. I think that we could probably take in maybe a little bit just to get it more contoured at the front. It's not that bad, to be honest with you, but I'm just going to take it in a little bit more. So, okay, I'm going to hit the letter G. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to get it right on this point. And I guess I'll just take out a little bit from here. Okay, I'm going to hit G. Oops, I'll hit return. And then, oops. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to turn off the, I don't know, there we go. Okay. And then now I'm going to go ahead and, hit the letter G. And again, see if I can get on that same point. And I'm kind of eyeballing it. And I can hit return. If you don't want to eyeball it, if you know you want 1/2 inch, you could put some points here that are exactly 1/2 inch apart from each other. That could be helpful. Okay, so I'm going to hit the letter Z. I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to right click. Again, I'm always in the habit of extending internal lines and adding a point to the pattern outline. I just feel like there's more you can do with it when they are actually extended to the outline. This is just from, I guess, practice and mistakes I've made in the past. Now I can select both those lines. I'm going to right click and we're just going to cut it. Okay. Next, I'm going to select that guy, the little kind of dart, I guess, and delete it. So I have to hit the letter A. I can select that pattern piece and just hit delete. And then now I want to merge these two back together. So I'll hit the letter Z. Select one, hold shift, grab the other guy, right click it, and merge. Ooh, look how red it is. That's probably good because now it's a little bit tight. So maybe we want that red just for, so she doesn't have to worry that like something's gonna like slip out or whatever. Okay, so that's definitely more of a fit. I guess I could hit spacebar to see if that does anything. Red went away. So I mean, it's just a little bit better fit, I guess. So I could also do this in the back. It kind of looks like it's still popping up a little in the back. I might do the exact same thing where the way I contoured it in the front around the neckline, I might do that also in the back, or maybe I just pull up the strap in the back. Let's see here. Actually, I don't think I do want to pull up the strap in the back because it's already at a pretty significant angle. It might be weird if the angle was even lower. So I think maybe to get rid of some of the gaping in the back, I should try to contour this curve. Oh God, what did I just hit? I just right clicked on something and changed her. I think she's okay though. You okay? Let's see her. Let's go to edit. Oh, let's do history and see if we can see what I magically accidentally clicked. I have no idea. Is this kind of, okay, whatever. I'll just ignore it. Okay, so should I do the contour from this dart point? Is that going to be enough? Maybe. Let's try it. It is kind of mostly up by the shoulder area, which I think is kind of interesting. Okay. So G. I'm going to click that little dart. I'm going to go up to U and I guess click U. I'm going to hit return. And then I should still be on G, so I'm going to go up. I know I'm eyeballing it. I'm going to hit return. And then I'm going to select them both. So Z is the right tool to select both. I'm going to right click. I always extend and trim and add points to the pattern outline. And then now I can select them both, right click and cut them. And let's see what this does. I'll hit the letter A, I'll grab this little guy and delete him. Then I'll hit the Z and I'll select both of these, right click and merge. Okay. And then we do have, it's more tight. I guess that's good. Let's hit spacebar. Yeah, I see it. It kind of went down around the shoulder. Remember how before I was like, oh, should I take some out of the shoulder? No, I didn't have to. Okay, it does seem like it's still up a little bit. I want to make sure it's not pulling. Like it's actually fit her the right way. I don't know. I think it's okay. Okay, why did you change? I think it just got on the wrong thing. What happened? No, come back here. There we go. There you go. I must have hit some kind of keyboard shortcut to change the fabric. Wow, I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, so it's still kind of big around here. So maybe for this side, maybe I could take it in the same way I did at the opening, where I kind of like cut those little lines and merge it together. Or maybe I just take in the side seam as well. So let's see here. I'm gonna hit number 2. We're gonna go ahead, zoom in. So I could just, so this is her side seam over here. And yeah, this is, why don't I try just angling this line a little bit? Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna hit Z. I'm gonna click this point. That's kind of a lot. Now, how long was our side seam before? Oh, yeah, so right now it's 6.6. It needs to be sewn to, who does it get sewn to? It gets sewn over here to you. So you are 6.4. Why don't I just, should I change them both to 6.5? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna change length to 6.5. I'm gonna just say change it on both ends because I don't care for some reason. And then I'll right click, change length, 6.5. Okay, I just leave it at the bottom. And let's see, okay, it's tighter, so that's good. Let's get in close and see what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna hit spacebar. Okay, it's fitted around her a little bit more. Okay, so so this is kind of my halter top. I could probably bring up my top. I don't really like how you can see her bra. I kind of want to recurve it a little bit more. So now I kind of want to redesign it. I think originally when I did this design, I was imagining that I would cross it over and do 2 layers, you know? And then, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I kind of like it, just 1 layer. I don't know. You guys can do whatever design you want. I just want you to try to practice fitting it, using those contour fitting techniques from the book, and applying them in Clo 3D. But yeah, I guess have fun. I'm excited to see how it goes. Reach out if you guys have some more questions.